Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekha Kodash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that continue to rule very well to this very day. That is feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And also, shalom to the whole elect that's also planning his work and giving your due diligence to make your calling and election sure in his work, and in all faith and truth and sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, topic of this video is going to be entitled "The Hour of Temptation Cometh," in which that hour of temptation is going to come in the form of what the scriptures deem in the book of Revelations is known as the mark of the beast. Because it's no coincidence that you've been having a lot of actually it's quite a few of shootings, mass murders, according to the headline news, and we know what they report. But all these things are happening because these elites of Edom, the nation of Edom, which the nation of Edom consists of the so-called white man, which the true biblical nationality of the so-called white man is Esau, which Esau is the progenitor of the Edomites. All right, that's their true biblical nationality, according to the Bible. And the elites, the top of the house of Edom, they're the ones that are moving things along, all right, to meet their own agenda. Because their agenda is to bring everything into one system and to bring all the people under one umbrella, all right, and make them into one in unison. That's why you have the phrase, and I believe it's also on the dollar bill as well, that says e pluribus unum, which is Latin for out of many one. All right, because that's the agenda. That's what they want. They want, out of everything that you see here, they want everything to be made into one. All right. And the way they're going to do that is by way of the mark of the beast. Because by way of the mark of the beast, that's where you have this system that is set up and is still being developed to this very day, which is made specifically for that. You have in the networking world, which I touched up on before, in the networking world, you have something that's called the Internet of Things, all right, which they deem that the syllable is IoT, all right, and that's one of the things that they bring up concerning networking, man. That's one of the main things that if you land yourself a position in the networking, in a networking job, if you're a network administrator or you're a network engineer, the common theme and the common idea that they have in networking is the Internet of Things, because that's what they're pushing towards, especially big companies like Cisco, Juniper, big companies like that's moving forward with the topic of the Internet of Things and making that whole system into one. That's everything is connected. All right, which once again, what's going to finalize that agenda is the mark of the beast. All right, which again ties into the hour of temptation, which that's why you see these things happening concerning these mass shootings that's going on to instill martial law, because that can be deemed as a national emergency. If you have the right event, and this is something that these elites have spoken about before, if all they need is just one major event to tip the scales, to start off martial law, to start off to basically gain complete control over everything that you see around you, all the resources and all, and even towards the people. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the precepts. I only got a couple, Lord's will. I'm gonna move through the spirit and go through them. This is the book of Revelations, the 3rd chapter and the 10th verse. And I'm just gonna make this a quick video, and it's not gonna be too long. Revelations 3rd chapter and the 10th verse. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also would keep thee from the hour of temptation." All right. Now, this is speaking on towards the men that have resisted the mark of the beast, because really the hour of temptation is going to the mark of the beast. So the men of the Lord's will, we're part of that hopefully elect number. We're part of that fold that we don't take the mark. We don't take the mark of the beast, which the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. All right. It's not Christianity. It's not religion. All right. It's not an idea. No, it's actually a physical device that is implanted within the skin, implanted within the body. All right. So the hour of temptation, that's the form of the hour of temptation. So, you're going to be met with an ultimatum to take the mark of the beast or to be annexed or to be separated from society, So once you take that mark, you're fully integrated into the system, and that's what they want. All right. So again, it said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also would keep thee from the hour of temptation. All right. And the word of the Lord's patience is this truth. All right. Because guess what? It's going to come a point in time to where this truth is going to be taken off the airways pursuant to Amos 8 and 11, the famine of the word. And then guess what? When that happens, then that's when all these calamities are going to commence. Because that's going to be the end of the Lord speaking through his prophets. And then that's going to be the beginning of our Lord speaking by way of the plagues, the way of the pestilence, famine, death, destruction, all and everything else that follows through with it, man. All right. Which ultimately is going to end in the thermonuclear destruction of America. Okay, that's the ultimate plague that's gonna hit the soils of America. All right. So reading on, it says, which shall come upon all the world. Right. So the hour of temptation is going to come upon all the world, man. All right. It's going to be in our time. All right. It's not going to be the in the next century or 20 years from now. No, man. This thing is going to happen now in our lifetime. All right. So again, it says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right, because we're going to be tried in that day. All right. What it means to be tried is to be tried out, man. All right, to be proven. All right, when you try something, you're making it pure. So guess what? In that time when we're tried, guess what? That's when you're gonna realize who's gold, who's silver. Who's a part of that precious number, and who's not. Who's wood, who's stubble. So that's why it's called the hour of temptation, because that temptation is gonna try you, man. All right. But like the scripture says, it says, "He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved." All right. Lord willing, we get that. Verse 11, he said, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." Okay, verse 12. "Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name." All right. Now that word "new," just to bring this out for edification's sake, that word "new" in the Greek means kainos, which means refreshed. All right. So the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has been given to us, man. All right. And through the names Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, and you have faith in those names, and guess what? You're going to be brought through, man. You're going to be brought through that trial. All right. That fiery trial, which is to try us. All right. So with that, by the will of the Lord, we are to overcome this beast system. All right. The mark of the beast. and we're going to receive the kingdom, man. All right. Now I got another precept, which is going right into it's like Revelation 13 chapter. Get straight to the point. So Revelation chapter 13, starting verse 16, which is the scripture that's on the mark of the beast. All right, and it's reading comprehension, man, because I'm gonna show you. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, it says, "He caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Now, mind you, like I mentioned before, this is reading comprehension. So, what is able to go in the hand and within the forehead? All right. Something has to be implanted, right? It just goes right into the word mark. If you go into the blue letter, it means charagma, which the root word goes into karak. So it is something that is implanted within the body. All right. You know, we can go into a full breakdown of the mark of the beast, man. All right. The thing is that we went into it so many times that now it should be really should be first nature now, man, to know exactly what the mark of the beast is. Because we broke down the word charagma, which goes into the root word charax, went into 666, the number 666, which in the Greek is kasai stigma, which stigma is something that is stuck within you, man. All right. So that's a prophecy on the mark of the beast. All right. Once again, it says, "He caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." So how can you buy and sell with Christianity? How can you buy and sell with a doctrine? How can you buy and sell with religion? How can you buy and sell with an embargo? You can't. All right. You have to have something physical that's there to buy and sell. Okay? And these are the things that these people that come up against us, man, these are the things that you have to ask them, man. If you ask them these questions concerning the scriptures, man, they're gonna fold under pressure, man. All right, because they can't answer them. You know? All right, so I'm gonna go from there. I'm gonna get the book of Slaki. That's the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. Let's see. I'm starting at the 9th verse just to get the context. Matthew's the 24th chapter and the 9th verse. It says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake." Yeah, because we're being pointed out right now, man. You know, they're trying to build a case against the Hebrew Israelites. All right. So really, our own people do it, man. All right, 2/3 of our people they would love to see us off the streets, man. They would love to see us put to death. That same spirit that was back then during the ancient world is back today. All right, the spirit of putting the prophets to death. So it's no different than today, man. All right, they're going to cause some of us to be delivered to death. Okay? It says, "And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another." It says, "And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many." And you see that today, man. From your pastor, your so-called pastors, your so-called bishops, so-called Catholic priests, even to the leaders of our people, man. All right, because they're also known as prophets. All right. now you're starting to see who the true men of the Lord are, man. And that's by way of prophecy. If you don't have the prophecy of this book, then you don't have Yahweh Shai. That's how you know who's one of his. Okay. Verse 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. Verse 13 said, but he, and this is the point, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And that's the point. So, contrary to what your grandma tell you, or what your pork chop being pastor tell you, man, we're not saved yet, man. We're not saved until we're beamed up into the chariots. That's when we're saved. When the Lord tells us to come up hither, that's when we're saved, man. Until then, we're still in this hellhole, man. We're still in this condition. So when Yahweh Shai says so, and he tells us to, he brings us up into the chariots, that's when we're saved, man. But until then, we have to endure. Okay? And guess what? And part of that enduring is what? Our temptation. All right? That's the part of the endurance. Now, I want to grab one more precept. I'm going to close it on out. It's Revelation, the 20th chapter. Start at the 4th verse. It says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai. So, and that's right, you're going to have martyrs that's going to be slain for the truth, man. And with that, that's an honor, man. All right. That's a huge honor to do that. All right. Because guess what? You want to know why? Because guess what happened to Yahweh Shai? He was put to death. He was put to death for the nation of Israel, and he received his honor. All right. So how much more the men of the Lord that stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shai, and they be slain for the witness of Yahweh Shai, man. See? But yeah, you're gonna have some of us, not all of us, but some of us are gonna have to go through that. All right. It says, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, right? In which the worshiping of the beast can come in the form of worshiping the image of the beast, the system. Was the image, if you go further into Revelation, the 13th chapter, it speaks about the image of the beast, which was created. So the image of the beast is really going to the system, because the system is based off the Roman Empire. If you go into the history of the Roman Empire, how everything was set up, it's set up the exact same way that America has been set up. All right, to the government, the court system, legislation. So again, it says, in which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, right, like I mentioned before, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, right, not taking the mark of the beast, not taking the microchip. All right. Neither, it's like it, or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years, right? So they're still going to receive their reward, man. Even after that, and it's going to come with great glory, man. All right. So that's all I want to bring out in this video, in this lesson. Lord's willing, this was edifying to the members of the Hope Elect, and also, Lord's willing, this was a warning to the ones that are just now tuning in, man, hey, we're getting very close to the time of martial law, to the time of the mark of the beast, to the time of great distress, famine, death, destruction, all manner of hell, man. All hell's about to break loose, man. So if you're just now tuning in, hey, get your mind right, man. And to the ones that are tuning in, that know the Hebrew Israelites, you better get your mind right, man. All right? Get yourself together. Get yourself in order, man. All right? And prepare your soul. And prepare your mind for what's about to come. Because these people are going to be bugging out in that day. All right? You're going to see people, losing it. Literally losing it, man. All right? going nuts, going crazy, man, losing their minds over what's about to happen. All right, but pursuant to Isaiah, the 33rd chapter and the 6th verse, wisdom and knowledge is to be your stability in those times, man. Okay? So once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule very well to this very day. Also, Shalom, peace and safety and salutations to the whole elect that is still laboring his work and his labor of love, that's spreading his ministry and his gospel to other members of the whole elect in faith and in truth and in sincerity and in all charity. And with that, go say Shalom.